You say that you're a sad girl because, you seem like a lovely gal though.
Thank you.
Why do you personally connect with writing sad music?
It's literally just the way I've always written. When I started writing music when I was 12, I went to my first writing camp when I was 12, and they asked me what I wanted to write, and it just came out as sad music. And that's what I listen to myself. It's just so easy, and that's what naturally comes out no matter what I'm writing about. But yeah, I think it's just like my comfort zone. And more recently, I've tried to get out of it, but I am definitely a sad girl, and I couldn't even tell you why.
Well, you're so young, and my whole thing was it's like, obviously when you listen to mainstream media, there's a lot of popular music today that's all about, degrading women. You got the man whores, the sex, drugs, rock and roll, you name it. But your lyrics are deeply personal when it comes to your opening track on Teenage Lullabies. The track's called It's True. And you sing this particular line that stuck with me. It says, bodies like museums displayed in pieces, proving that we're women and call it freedom. What is this teenage lullaby that you sing of?
Well, I that line in particular, I think just being a teenage girl, and I've been on social media like professionally since I was 11. So I think I've just really seen the dark side of the media from a teenage girl's perspective. And I think that we've all had those experiences. So yeah, I don't think it's a very pretty place to be on as a young girl. But I mean, I'm still doing it, which and I'm making it
Yeah.
work. But I felt like it was important to talk about. But yeah, I just think that we're constantly being objectified, especially on there and especially as young women. And,
And
as a young female artist too, I felt like it was important to talk about.
I like that you bring this up because, like, I've looked at your stuff on Insta and going through your music videos, and I didn't realize how old you were.
Hmm.
You're 14. And when I look at your stuff, I see a young woman who's about, I would peg you about 17-ish, just because of how you're putting yourself out there in a way of an older teenager. And when I
Hmm.
say that, it's sexuality,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And for me, I love that you brought this up because I became sexually active at a very young age. I was 12. I said, I'm going to grow up. This is it. Biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah.
Right. And now I'm a mother to a young girl, and seeing that you're out here now, how do you stay enjoying 14? The carefree time. What do you do to keep that part of yourself versus jumping into being grown up?
I don't think I've ever acted my age, and I don't think I am now. So I would say like I'm still enjoying 14, but I don't think I am because I'm not going to regular school. I'm virtual schooled. I'm an artist. Like I basically have a job, but that's kind of the way I wanted it to be. I've never really felt my age. And I feel like now I'm actually putting it out into the world and I'm, making the music that I want to make and it's showing that I've never felt my age. So yeah, I really don't know. I don't balance it well. I really think I've grown up too fast, but like it was my own doing and I'm pretty aware of that. But I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way because I'm very like comfortable in my own skin now because I know that it's okay to not feel how old you are and I've gotten
Yeah.
more comfortable with that.
Well, I do touch on it very well when you were mentioning talking about your lyrics in your particular line. It's true. And I wanted to ask you this question before we play the music video. I
Mhm.
know the first social media I was kind of introduced. I mean, obviously AOL Messenger was kind of there, but I don't really consider that so much a social media network. My first one was MySpace, and I remember how much of a pain in the ass it was to decide who were the top 8 to be in there because friends can be very clashy, and so I just put bands there. What social media account did you jump on first?
Instagram. And I had Instagram. I think I got Instagram when I was 10. Uh,
Wow.
yeah,
I was in high school. So
pretty
like,
pretty jaded with social media, but yeah, and I had that, and I mean, I had like 200 followers. I had like my school and my bio and like my age. Like I was super. It was just very like a normal way to use social media. But then I started using it professionally like the following year, and I think that's why we have such a weird relationship because I never really got to know social media in a way that was purely for social use.
right.